Welcome to Hashtag Art of Soul. I'm your host, Miss Mocha Marie. I am sitting here with one of the artists that I am able to welcome to the show. Miss Harut Yosef is here in the building. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. We are sitting live here in the heart of Harlem at Angels, definitely. And I just want to welcome you to the show. Thank you for being here. What is your top 2 inspirations behind your art?
I think the top 2 inspirations is my grandmother and my mother, first of all. Yeah, it comes from a deep tradition and my roots. And I think I'll say that my grandmother and my mother are, my main inspiration. So my mother used to embroider to support the family, and those embroideries that she used to make, those motifs that I have in my paintings, those actually came from there.
Wow.
And also the colors are influenced from those embroideries that she used to make. So there is a connection to the tradition. And this is a tradition that they used to follow for years. Like the mother will teach her kids, and my sister knows how to embroider as well. But unfortunately, I never had the chance to learn it from my mother. So the way that I express that is through my arts. I traveled back to Ethiopia for 10 years, and then only after those 10 years, I slowly started to understand, and then started to paint, to go back to painting and express myself through that. So that's kind of like, you know, closure or the circle, something that I had to do for myself. My community, the Jewish Ethiopian people that I come from are so colorful and so like, we have a rich history and tradition, and I just want to share that with the world.
What message would you want your audience to get from your paintings, from your art?
So my art, because like I told you, it started from my mother and my grandmother. I just want to empower women, to support women, and especially because in my community, the woman is always, you know, behind in the kitchen and doesn't have the room to express herself. So I just want to take my grandmother and my mother and put a crown on their head.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So
So my character, she actually has a name. Her name is Mulu.
Mulu.
Yeah,
yes,
Mulu.
Okay, so tell us about Mulu.
Mulu, it means a whole, a perfection.
Okay.
And that's the woman I desire to be. And that's the woman that I think my mother is, and my grandmother is. And she leads me to somewhere. I don't know where, but I let her lead me, and for years, especially when after I grew up in Israel and finished my studies there, I moved to Turkey. Turkey is Istanbul, and I lived there by myself, away from my family. And when I needed that connection to my roots, I let Mulu she's my superhero. She saves me whenever I need that saving, or she's my friend whenever I'm lonely. And so for many years, she was my alter ego.
Oh. Now, with your art, have you been involved in any art exhibits, any museums, anything of that nature?
Yes, so I had, my first exhibition was in Turkey, in Istanbul. Yeah, we were I was part of a group exhibition that actually all the money went to the refugees that was in Istanbul at that time. And then after that, the money just went to the refugees. So that was one of the first experience, and I'm happy that it started like this, because me as a refugee as well, back in the 80s, I just want to give back to the people that's going through the same thing that I went through back in the 80s. And then since then, I had an exhibition in Atlanta. as well. That was a big success. It was really beautiful because I worked on my, I lived with my sister and I worked on my art for 1 year. And then I had the exhibition there supported by the Jewish community. And that was amazing. So I kind of like that, and I want to continue with that. I want to grow. Yeah.
So are you currently working on anything right now that's exciting?
Yeah, so this series of paintings, I call them like Ethio-punk. Or yeah, so they're like maybe show my journey since I came here. She's much more powerful now. She gained a lot of power since I came here.
Oh, okay.
She's changing, so maybe she has also a connection with the future.
Yeah.
That's why she looks like a little bit futuristic as well. Yeah, so it's like connecting my past, my tradition to the future, to the bright future I see to myself.
So what's next up for you?
The next step for me is just keep painting. That's it. Yeah, very simple. Very simple. Keep painting, and of course, I like to travel back home. Yeah. So I want to go back home and and travel and see my people and just be there for a while and breathe the air and appreciate that. Yeah. And to see where I came from and where I am now, it's just amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching #Art of Soul along with Haru Yosef. Thank you so much.
Thank you.